Hello everyone and welcome back to Eternal Darkness. Last time we restored power to the cathedral, at least its underbelly, its regular underbelly, and we uncovered a 7-point magical circle, and now we can cast more powerful spells. Also, we get our hands on our two-handed sword and a torch, so we can see even here where there is no artificial electricity or light. The blood stains on the floor are worrying, though. Perhaps this is where the patients have been disappearing to the dark heart of Ulyaoth Cathedral. Oh yes, indeed. Damn it. So many of them. Nah, didn't manage to kill it in time. Alright. Let's see. We came through there. Only one door. This place is infested with rats. Alright. We have a horror in our hands. Damn it. Oh, the shield is dissipated. It's not good. Not good at all. The ceiling itself is dripping blood from all the innocents that have died in here. Alright, I think we're good now. Let's enchant our sword as well. Excellent. Alright, now let's start checking the doors. This was the place where there was... Oh, crap. Nothing here. Alright. I think this is where the Bishop's chamber was? Yes. Yes, it is. Whoa. That was weird. Damn it. Come on. Come on, Paul. Peter, sorry. Chop it up. A tattered letter lies forgotten on the chair. The third letter from Private Reginald Jackson to his love, Margaret. Sorry about that. It's been 2 weeks and Haskell went missing, and I'm afraid to go to sleep. More than once I saw shadows of people moving past my bed, peeking through the blinds to see a wooden soldier being taken from his bed, drugged and delirious in the dead of the night, never to be seen again. As Haskell was, perhaps as I will be. What happened to them, I don't know. I am afraid to ask what happened, for I know that I would surely be the next one to be taken into the darkness. A fate would await you either way. The table is stacked full of occult items, far beyond anything Peter had expected. He uncovers bizarre drawings of unnatural creatures, animated corpses, and other ethereal nightmares. Row upon row of books dedicated to occult lore and arcane science, from the ludicrous to the most hideously unholy. Time to push that back. The shelf appears to be recessed into the wall, not quite as flush as the others in the room, almost as if it could slide inward. Yes, indeed. More trappers. almost ran into that. More of them. Now what is that over there? A key lies upon the accursed shrine, glinting in the soft candlelight. The binding hole key. No comments about this, Paul? Peter, sorry? Paul, why do I keep calling him Paul? Anyway, we got the key, the binding hole key. An oddly shaped key, carved from what appears to be a large bone. Smaller bones and fragments of other organic matter form the teeth and handle of the key. Well, that certainly makes your day. A key made fashioned from bone and other organic matter. Alright. Now, there's two more doors. This one here, which leads to the old abandoned corridor where Paul Luther first uncovered the rotting, but still warm corpse of his friend, the custodian. And upon it, a milky blue bottle stands on the altar. Magical elixir. The ancient stone is drenched with blood, scarred by the countless strikes of a sacrificial knife. The stone reeks of the pain and torment inflicted upon it. The air is cold, filled with lingering spirits. Peter can feel their sullen despair as they witnessed every sacrifice with horror and disgust. They writhe in the dank air with his every breath, begging for help he cannot give, for release from their unholy tomb. Now this magical elixir is quite handy. A small milky blue bottle, stoppered with a chipped cork. This magical elixir will restore all of Peter's magical energy, and we will be needing this very, very soon indeed. Probably one of the best chapters in the game, this. I don't know, the chapters that take place in this cathedral are one of the best in the game, I think. The atmosphere is palpable. Everything is just right, as they should be. Yes, let's just start hacking these up, because sanity is starting to get quite low here. There we go. What's this? The soldier's cold and stiff body lies sprawled on the steps. Peter attempts to flip the corpse over to discover his identity, but all that is left of the man's face is a ruined mass of eaten flesh. Even though the graphics don't actually correspond to the model, to the description, we can put our imagination at work a little bit, I think. Same with this guy here. And on the wall, there's something really interesting. A scroll sits on a small shelf mounted upon the wall. Peter has acquired the magical attack spell scroll. Why would it be here of all places? Here, in this corridor. No one knows. No one cares, Peter. What is something that we do care about is that we can cast this rather useful spell, which will be our main means of offense in the upcoming battle. Alright. And here we are, the place where Paul Luther met his end. The corridor is ended by an elaborate door, decorated in a manner much different than the others within the cathedral. Peter senses an unbearable evil beyond that door. When he reaches in to open it, fear creeps into his gut and begins to eat at his soul. Should Peter open the door? No. What we want to do first is perhaps... no, I think we're good. Let's open the door. Here we have the, perhaps, the only boss battle in the entire game. The Black Guardian of Ulyaoth. We have to destroy him. This time, we have the means to do that. Unlike poor Paul Luther, who was just helpless against it. Now to defeat this guy...
My machinations are timeless, Peter. Your life is not.
As you can see, he's unaffected by conventional attacks, so what we're gonna do is attempt to try to cast a spell before he finishes his. Damn it. Had to be faster than that. There we go. Can I cast a 5-point spell? In time. It doesn't quite hit him when he's not glowing. So we have to just keep avoiding these blue spheres to regain our lost magical power, and then blast him in the face with a magical attack. Still not enough though. And the little sphere he had between his tentacles is broken apart. Now, the trap is starting to close behind us. He starts summoning some zombies to aid him. That won't be enough to save him, though. Okay, starting to get some hiccups in the emulation here. Alright, let's start getting rid of these guys first. Because we need to cast a spell in time. No, damn it, too late. Damn it, too late, way too late. Now we need to keep a certain distance from him. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Start. Can I make it? Make a 7-point magical attack? No, it was all for nothing. Do they have to disappear before he starts glowing? What the hell? Damn it. What the hell was that? And there we go. Now the trap is almost closed. Face to face. One-on-one, come on. Take it. Just keep running. He will run out of breath. When he does, it's time for him to die. Ouch, that hurt. No. Doesn't work like that. There we go. Die, you monster. And with the ethereal horror out of the way, the sigil of Ulyaoth can now be acquired. Not a difficult battle all in all, just you have to know what to do. There's a trick to it. You cannot defeat an ancient by brute forcing it. With the Guardian of Ulyaoth vanquished, and the stained glass that kept it hidden lying in pieces, the essence of Ulyaoth is now liberated. Its magic beckons to Peter, calling to him. He approaches cautiously. Yes, Peter, retrieve it. This is what we came here for, after all. Peter reaches out for the artifact, but pulls away as he feels its corrosive magic close on his hand. Wrapping his hands in a shred of clothing, he carefully lifts the artifact from its resting place.
And that was how I came by it. I know it sounds crazy, but there you have it. The only proof I have is that statue.
It's a strange one. I've seen one like it before.
You have?
Yes. Very rare, though. Very obscure.
I've had experts take a look at it, and none of them know what it is, and you do.
I'm somewhat of an expert on these things myself. An interest I developed a long time ago while I was a young man.
Then you should keep it. Lord knows I have no interest in it. I am sure it's the cause of my sleeplessness. I keep thinking about it, as if it's calling out to me.
Then a drink, perhaps. For the gift. For an unusual objet d'art.
Unusual to say the least, Edward. This is the essence of an ancient we're talking about here. But it looks like our friend Peter Jacob was the second person to have a brush with the ancients and survive. Having stopped reading, Alex discovers a small penny taped to the back of Peter's chapter page. Huh. Looks like Peter Jacob left his lucky penny, not only the essence of Xelothath to Edward, an old coin, of course, but with the wails of children and women in our ears, it's time to say farewell for now. Join me next time as we see where our adventure will take us next. Till then, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and please share this with your friends if you enjoyed it. Take care.